finish things off, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They started on the ground with Eckler, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
And now his first throw of the night is hauled in. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And McLaurin going to pick up the Commanders' first down as they'll get this down to the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They go play action here on first down. That one downfield for Dotson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams had met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Slot man moves right.
And they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
You talk about this Washington defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he has another 1st down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. A gain there of 21 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them. They've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Eckler is in. Touchdown, Washington. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Flush to his right. This short throw caught by Goddard. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it.
This is Smith with the ground.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line.
23 yards the pickup there.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are back within a score. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score. Commanders 14, Eagles 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now they go play action with Howell. That one downfield for Dotson.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington.
Jahan Dotson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now back to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I like that play call right after they've been sacked because they anticipated pressure again. And if you believe that, you know you got to get the ball out of your hands quickly. That one was incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Complete. Smith has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown.
And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have got it back to within a score.
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6.
Commanders 20, Eagles 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Powell.
He'll get this to Eckler. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get into football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
3rd down and 10. Al now to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd down, Swift. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
These guys running back out of the backfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Eckler now between the tackles.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll drop to throw.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Hurts to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he stays up. Buying time to his left. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Hurts will throw.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw.
And that's into the hands of Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right.
Got his open man. It's Mallory. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7.
Now back to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted.
It's Sidney Brown with it.
Oh, able to avoid him. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. The play fake. Here's Hurts. He finds his tight end counter. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space, and he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Here's Swift.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hurts completing this one quickly.
Touchdown! A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 60.
And the Eagles take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Elliott on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Next to score, Eagles 34, Commanders 26. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Commanders are back within a couple of the lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
They'll look to throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Fighting through the tackle at the 30.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
No, a nifty juke there.
Much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw here.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Back to the running game with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
That one is slant to McLaurin. Loose inside the 30. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 71 yards. And the Commanders strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the 4th quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
That one deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Hurts. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while ultimately fell incomplete. It caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it. He's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. No, and that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with a keeper. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll get this one out to about his 14.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here comes 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Pass complete. Goddard.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. He's back to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
to throw. His throw incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Back to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line.
First down, Eagles.
He'll look to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here now, second and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for two.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for two and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They'll try and run it in. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building.
Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless.